We confuse the challenge of picturing change with the improbability of change itself. Neil Pasricha. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. I'm Brooke Scott. So this quote is actually from his book, You Are Awesome, and I wanted to share a little bit more about what he says in this. He goes on to say that we confuse the challenge of picturing change, think, what am I going to do now, with the improbability of change, I'll never find anything new. So in other words, we can't picture ourselves changing and just assume that we won't otherwise. I thought this was interesting because it talks about how when you experience something, whether it's a setback or a failure, how difficult it is to see what your next step is, how difficult it is to move forward. And he goes on to say that, it's hard to see the next part of the process because we can't see the staircase. And I think, how often do we do that? Do we have a setback or a failure and we just get stuck? He goes on to say, when you're there and when you're stewing in a shock of failure and loss, when you're convinced that you're stuck, when you're convinced there's no way forward, just remember there's a staircase you're not seeing. Trust that it's there, right in front of you, and it leads to new and exciting places. Have the courage to believe in this one thing that you can't see. I love this. So regardless of what you're experiencing right now, let's think about that. Where is that staircase? It exists. Let's just have trust and faith that we will find it. I hope you have a great Wednesday and a great week, and I'll see you next week.